Hey guys, welcome back to Resourceful Living Homestead. Today we are going to get week 24 update on the garden. Brian and I got in wee hours of the morning this morning from our Alaskan vacation. That was amazing. And I'm glancing down at the garden and it definitely needs some harvesting done, but not too bad. Our some of our kids managed the homestead and the garden while we were gone, so I'm gonna get you guys flipped around and just show you. It looks like a jungle out here with a lot of growth. Yeah, and we'll just take you guys along with us as we get week 24 update on the garden. I think it's week 24. Still did not determine. I believe that is a mullein, so it must have had mullein seeds, flowers, bloom, tossed over here. Let me go up inside the garden. I see a few tomatoes that have gone to waste in the beds. See, this watermelon did not get harvested, so we're gonna toss that over in this area right there. So maybe we'll grow watermelon over there next year. Let me see, another one. I guess I should have told my daughter-in-law to harvest the watermelons. These are the Moon and Stars. I didn't think to tell her that they could harvest those. And here's a pretty good size one down here. I'm gonna harvest that today. Brian and I are gonna cut that open and eat that. I've got another little one growing down there, and that one down there, it's just, yeah, I gotta go ahead and harvest that. That's the vines have or dried on it, so we'll harvest that big one today and we'll cut that one open. You see, we still got this one down here that's growing really good. Let me check out these two. These two over here in this bed. One of them just kind of stunned out, but that's okay. Look at these tomato plants. Good grief at all the tomatoes. Yeah, I've got to get out here and do some harvesting today of tomatoes. It's been a couple days since the garden was harvested. At least Thursday, Friday, Saturday, at least 3 days, I know, since Caitlin harvested anything in the garden. We did let a couple of a friend and a neighbor come down and harvest while we were gone. Yeah, the garden is wild right now, absolutely wild, but lots of growth. So I think once I get out here and harvest, man, all these weeds up in here in my potatoes, but that's okay. That doesn't affect the potatoes. But the Yukon Golds have started dying off, so those will probably be harvested this week. I see a lot of tomatoes in there. I'm gonna get all those harvested today. These Yukon Golds, I'll go ahead and probably harvest those, and these. See a lot of Romas over there that can be harvested. Cut through. The basil is just enormous. All this oregano went to seed, which is fine. I will probably cut that back and just drop that down in this bed. Oh my goodness. Look at the hot peppers. Woo! That's gonna be a lot of peppers I'm gonna be harvesting today, guys. I'm pretty sure Caitlin harvested jalapenos. My asparagus, I'm just gonna let that die off this year. Next year we'll harvest. These potatoes are still doing good, these sweet potatoes and those sweet potatoes over there. So I probably won't harvest sweet potatoes right now, just the Yukon Golds. This celery, when I cut back that celery, I was pretty sure this would grow more. I figured it would have done a little bit better while we were gone, but it hasn't. So I will probably come out this evening also and make sure that the sprinklers are all working good. I see the weeds are starting to come back, even though I sprayed those down. Now what's weird is this artichokes, I don't think was supposed to do this. I'm pretty sure the artichokes were supposed to just like die back, but they like completely died. I do see some bell peppers that I'll be harvesting. Oh, I've got a red bell pepper. That one turned red, so that's good. This bed I had covered with this paper. Now it looks like the winds blew it, that cardboard. Yeah. Let's go look at these sweet potatoes down here. See what they really look like. You don't know how much sweet potatoes we'll get in these shallow beds, but I thought it was kind of neat to grow them in that shopping cart. You see a red jalapeno. It's kind of cool to let it turn red. So I'm not out here to harvest right now, but you know how it goes. Lots of peppers over there. My goodness, at all the red peppers, which I didn't expect Caitlin to harvest hot peppers, so they're not big on hot peppers. Lots of bell peppers ready to be harvested. Got some pretty good sized bell peppers in there. I will come out and harvest. I'm gonna start with the hot peppers, the tomatoes, the bell peppers, and then I'll harvest the potatoes. These, lots of tomatoes still. Sweet potatoes here. Brian is out mowing, in case you haven't noticed. Get out of here. I'm trying to do a video. So anyway, sweet potatoes are doing good. They've got a lot of weeds growing up in the middle of them, but I mean, what can you do? A lot of weeds on the back side of this fence by the tomatoes, so it's probably hindering those some, but I'm not disappointed because we've gotten a lot of tomatoes already. But yes, we'll have to harvest that watermelon down there. I wish I had told Caitlin to harvest that so they could have enjoyed it. while we were gone. This is a complete jungle back here. Complete jungle. And look at all this. You can't even see my fruit trees from all this jungle. I'll have to get the weed eater out to weed eat all that, but it is like 98 degrees right now. So let me grab this little watermelon. Those moon and stars that are little down there, I don't think they're gonna do anything else. Let's just go up and see how the green stalks are doing in the front flower beds and herb beds. I know are wild. They haven't really been harvested at all. The tomatoes down here, I did get a red tomato off of there because Brian's gonna make burgers tonight. There are a few tomatoes on there. Caitlin may have harvested some green tomatoes because they like green fried tomatoes, but these beds are just wild. All laid over. They've been neglected because I haven't harvested from them. I did harvest sage. I've got sage and something else drying out inside that I harvested before we left. This amaranth, man, it's gorgeous, but I'm thinking that needs to grow in the ground, and it needs to grow like a tree, because it was all laid over this morning out here in the front. It pulled this antenna with it, and I tied that back this morning when we got up. But so my GoPro's getting hot because welcome back to Arkansas, where it's 100 degrees outside. So this plant is doing okay. Probably not going to get much harvested off of this. These are supposed to be yellow bells, and they're just not looking good. I'm just going to toss them down there. These are, oh, look how beautiful that flower is right there. This is supposed to be like, oh, I think that may be one of my surviving bush-like zinnias. Yep, and there's another one right there. So, really pretty. I do have a few of the zinnias from Haas surviving, and then these are snacking peppers down here. I've got some parsley I can harvest, and my mammoth bell jalapeno peppers have slowed down. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest everything on there and just get those processed, and then give it a good water and just see what happens over the next couple of days. These are my nasturtiums. They're really full up here, but I don't think they really like the green stalk that much because they're kind of hindered. But anyway, that's it for the garden update. That's gonna wrap up week 24 garden update here on the homestead. Thank you guys for coming along with me as we toured the garden after a week-long trip in Alaska. We were actually gone for about 9 or 10 days. So garden's not bad, just needs to be harvested. So we'll get on that, and we'll see you guys on week 25.